Greetings, I'm Thomas Foss, Senior Designer and Zone Director of City of Heroes and City of Villains. Today we'll be taking you on a tour of Sharkhead Isle, one of the many locations that forms the Rogue Isles in City of Villains. Sharkhead is the industrial center of the Rogue Isles, a miner's nightmare run by the Cage Consortium under close supervision of Arachnos. Players are sent to Sharkhead to help quell uprisings from the Scrapyarders, the workers on the island. With the Marconi crime family as financial backing, Kirk Cage started mining the island of Sharkhead under the newly formed Cage Consortium. But instead of iron and the impervium that he was looking for, he found coral with magical properties. This coral proved to be incredibly valuable for making magical enhancements, which is when Lord Recluse sent Captain Mako to build this fortress to claim the coral for themselves. Players are sent here to help Arachnos' interests and to break up the striking workers, but as villains will no doubt want to get a piece of the action for themselves. Most of Sharkhead is taken up by what the locals call the Hellforge. These huge furnaces and smelting factories dominate the landscape of the entire island. This is where the legendary hero Scrapyard started a workers' revolt, which ended up in his death after a long battle with the now infamous Captain Mako. The workers have taken on his name and call themselves the Scrapyarders. It is rumored that his ghost still haunts the island. The toxic sludge from the Hellforge is dumped onto the north end of the island, into the Crush. This, combined with bits of coral that have emerged from the surface, has spawned a new monster the locals call slag golems. These toxic creatures cause great distress to the Scrapyarders, and are one of the reasons they're striking. Not everyone hates trash. The Freak Show think this wasteland is a garden of delights, and have made a deal with Arachnos. They get first rights on all scraps, and in turn they control the slag golem population, and spy on the Circle of Thorns, who seem to know more about the coral and how to find it than anyone else. Players will be able to explore the largest Freak Show fortress ever built, and of course, beat down on the freaks. We are now crossing over Port Recluse in the company-owned apartments, stores, and hospital, up to one of the many shantytowns of the Scrapyarders, who owe too much to the Cage Consortium to afford even decent housing. This particular one sits right on the edge of the pit.